Well, despite existing legal protection in the Employment Equity Act, the Commission for Gender Equality has called for severe action against sexual harassment in the workplace. Joining us for more on that is Sharisa Raja, who's the partner for Labour, Employment and Human Rights at the Fasken law firm. Thank you so much for your time today, Sharisa. How strict is our law when it comes to sexual harassment in the workplace?
So, I think our law is incredibly strict. It's incredibly onerous. The issue comes in about whether the employee that's being victimized in this manner, discriminated, because under the Employment Equity Act, sexual harassment is a form of discrimination, actually takes up the matter through the right channels. And we see that coming through in the recent decision of Rustenburg Platinum Mines, where the Labour Court was incredibly strict on the finding of sexual harassment. If I may, what happened in that case was that an employee was dismissed because of conduct relating to sexual harassment. In the CCMA, the commissioner accepts that, yes, what he did amounted to sexual harassment, but the words the commissioner uses, and I have to be that person that wrote it down.
Them, yes.
Right? He says here, I am persuaded that the applicant, so the dismissed employee at the CCMA, made sexual advances towards the victim. But however, he, the applicant, was encouraged to continue doing so. Now, what he was doing is he was continuously suggesting to his subordinate employee that she have sexual relations with him. And she kept saying no. But the commissioner says that this employee, this manager, was encouraged to consistently ask her or proposition her because her conduct was so docile that it was actually an encouragement of him to continue doing so. And therefore, that docile conduct doesn't amount to sexual harassment. Now, the Labour Court tore that to shreds.
Yeah, I was about to say, because that sounds like victim blaming.
Yeah, what we call secondary harassment, you know. In that case, the CCMA awards Mr. Peterson, I think his name was, 575,000 Rand retrospectively reinstating him. This goes to the Labour Court. And the judge in the Labour Court tears this to shreds. The judge there relies on the decision of Campbell, where it says that sexual harassment in the workplace is actually an exercise of power, evident in society, but also in the workplace. But relies on the judgment where it says it goes back to the perceived societal power of men over women that was historically in place back then.
Okay, so let's look at what happens in the workplace. We have the recent case that we heard on the news around the Johannesburg office of Grant Thornton, for example, a case there of somebody two people who ended up having to leave the organization. And one gets the sense that in corporate, there are policies in place, but the employees either don't know about them or there isn't an active assurance that people know that when this happens to you, these are the processes that one should be following. What's happening in our organization?
No, I completely agree. I think that people don't know. Employers don't know and employees don't know that under Section 60 of the Employment Equity Act lies the power of an employee to take action and hold the employer personally liable. Because an employer is required under Section 60, read with the Code of Good Practice on Sexual Harassment in the workplace, to ensure that they take steps to eliminate the sexual harassment, to consult with the affected parties, to engage with them, to ensure that they take all measures that are reasonably practicable to avoid the matter, the incident from repeating itself or the conduct from reoccurring. And under that, you can claim damages under the Employment Equity Act.
But also create an environment where the employees feel that they can report incidents as well.
And you see it coming. Prior to the Rustenburg case, the Liberty case judgment of 2016, the employee there was awarded a 250,000 Rand compensation order, purely because there they found that Liberty Life did not take the steps necessary to protect that employee from the sexual harassment.
All right, I wish we had more time. We have to leave it there. Thanks so much.
Thank you.